With a population of around 10.8 million people, the country is relatively small. However, it has a significant number of registered vehicles, including passenger cars and motorcycles, contributing to traffic congestion on its roads. According to data from the Czech Statistical Office, there were around 4.9 million registered passenger cars in the country in 2023, with an additional 290,000 registered motorcycles. This means that the country has a high level of car ownership, with many households owning multiple vehicles. Despite the country's size, traffic congestion is a common problem in many urban areas, particularly during peak travel times. Major cities like Prague, Brno, and Ostrava often experience significant traffic jams during rush hour and holiday weekends. One of the primary contributors to traffic congestion in the Czech Republic is the country's limited highway system. While the government has made significant investments in expanding and improving the highways, many sections of the network are still incomplete or congested. As a result, travelers often experience significant delays and increased travel times on their commutes. Moreover, the secondary road network, including local streets and rural roads, is extensive and heavily utilized, especially in more rural areas of the country. The network often has narrower lanes and fewer passing opportunities, leading to additional congestion. The European Commission's report on transport statistics in 2023 showed that the Czech Republic had the sixth highest number of passenger cars per 1,000 people in the European Union, with 455 cars per 1,000 inhabitants. This is significantly higher than the EU average of 379 cars per 1,000 people, making the country one of the most car-dependent in the region. Despite these challenges, the Czech Republic has made significant efforts to improve its transportation infrastructure and reduce traffic congestion. This has included investing in expanding and improving highways, as well as promoting alternative forms of transportation, such as public transit, biking, and walking. For example, the government has recently completed significant infrastructure projects, such as the D1 highway expansion, the construction of the R35 expressway, and the improvement of many regional and municipal roads. These improvements have alleviated congestion in some areas, while also providing more efficient and safer travel options for drivers. Additionally, the city of Prague has implemented a number of measures to promote sustainable transportation, including expanding its bike-sharing program, improving pedestrian infrastructure, and investing in electric buses and trams. These efforts have resulted in decreased traffic congestion and improved air quality in the city. Despite the improvements, the country still faces challenges in promoting sustainable transportation and reducing traffic congestion. For instance, public transit infrastructure is still underdeveloped in some regions, limiting the viability of public transportation options. Moreover, there are still areas with low-quality roads and inefficient public transit options, which lead to increased car usage and congestion. In conclusion, the Czech Republic has a significant amount of registered vehicles and a high level of car ownership, contributing to traffic congestion on its roads, particularly in urban areas during peak travel times. The limited highway system and extensive network of secondary roads further exacerbate the issue. The country has made significant efforts to improve its transportation infrastructure and reduce traffic congestion through investments in expanding and improving highways and promoting sustainable transportation. However, there is still room for improvement in the public transit infrastructure and providing more efficient transportation options in the country. Driving is an essential part of daily life for many people, but it is also a complex and potentially dangerous activity. Every driver has habits that can either enhance or impair their safety on the road. This article will explore some of the good and bad driving habits that every driver should be aware of. Distracted driving is one of the most prevalent bad driving habits. It involves any activity that takes a driver's attention away from the road, such as using a mobile phone, eating or drinking, applying makeup, or adjusting the radio or other electronic devices. Distracted driving can significantly impair a driver's ability to react to changes in the driving environment, such as sudden stops or obstacles. It is a leading cause of accidents on the road and can result in serious injuries or even fatalities. To avoid this bad habit, drivers should put their phones away or use a hands-free device, eat before getting on the road, and avoid applying makeup or using electronic devices while driving. Another common bad driving habit is speeding. Many drivers believe that driving faster will help them reach their destination faster. However, this is a dangerous misconception. Speeding reduces the time that drivers have to react to unexpected situations and increases the risk of accidents. It also increases the force of impact in a crash, which can result in more severe injuries or fatalities. To avoid this bad habit, drivers should always obey the speed limit and adjust their speed according to the driving conditions, such as weather or traffic. Tailgating is a bad driving habit that involves driving too closely behind the vehicle in front. It can be intimidating for the driver in front and can cause them to make sudden, unexpected movements that can result in accidents. It also reduces the distance that drivers have to react to sudden changes in the driving environment. To avoid this bad habit, drivers should maintain a safe distance from the vehicle in front and adjust their speed accordingly. Aggressive driving is a bad driving habit that involves driving in a way that puts other road users at risk. It includes behaviors such as speeding, tailgating, weaving in and out of traffic, honking unnecessarily, and making rude gestures. Aggressive driving can escalate quickly, leading to road rage incidents and even physical altercations. To avoid this bad habit, drivers should always remain calm and patient on the road, avoid confrontations with other drivers, and report any aggressive driving behavior to the appropriate authorities. And now, good driving habits. Defensive driving is a good driving habit that involves anticipating potential hazards on the road and taking steps to avoid them. It includes behaviors such as keeping a safe distance from other vehicles, scanning the road ahead, and being aware of other road users. Defensive driving can help drivers avoid accidents and reduce the severity of any accidents that do occur. To practice this good habit, drivers should always be alert and aware of their surroundings, anticipate potential hazards, and be prepared to react quickly. Obeying traffic rules and signals is a good driving habit that involves following the rules of the road, such as stopping at stop signs, yielding to pedestrians, and obeying traffic lights. This good habit ensures that drivers are aware of their surroundings and are not putting themselves or other road users at risk. To practice this good habit, drivers should always obey traffic rules and signals, pay attention to road signs and markings, and be aware of their surroundings. Maintaining your vehicle is a good driving habit that involves keeping your vehicle in good condition to ensure that it is safe to drive. This includes regular maintenance, such as oil changes and tire rotations, and addressing any issues as soon as they arise. Maintaining your vehicle. Point of view driving has gained popularity in recent years, especially among younger drivers who want to share their driving experiences with others. This kind of driving involves recording a video of the driver's perspective while driving and sharing it on social media platforms, such as YouTube and Instagram. While this kind of driving may seem like harmless fun, it can also be dangerous and illegal in some cases. One of the biggest concerns with this kind of driving is distracted driving. When drivers are focused on recording video footage while driving, they are not fully focused on the road, and this can lead to accidents. In some cases, drivers have been caught using handheld devices to record POV videos, which is illegal in many European countries. The use of mobile phones while driving is a major safety concern, and it is important that drivers prioritize safety over sharing their driving experiences on social media. Another issue with this kind of driving is the potential for reckless driving behavior. Some drivers may be more inclined to engage in dangerous driving practices in order to capture exciting footage for their videos. This can include speeding, performing stunts, or driving recklessly on public roads. Not only is this behavior dangerous, but it can also lead to legal consequences if the driver is caught breaking traffic laws. In addition to safety concerns, this kind of driving can also raise privacy concerns. If a driver records footage of other road users, such as pedestrians or other drivers, without their consent, they may be violating their privacy rights. In some European countries, privacy laws are very strict, and drivers who violate them can face fines and other penalties. To address the dangers of this kind of driving, some European countries have implemented laws and regulations to discourage or prohibit this behavior. In the UK, for example, drivers can be charged with dangerous driving if they record this kind of videos while driving. In France, the use of handheld devices while driving is illegal, and this includes recording videos. While this kind of driving can be dangerous and illegal, there are some ways to share driving experiences on social media safely and responsibly. One option is to use a dashcam or other camera mounted inside the car that records the road and the driver's perspective, without requiring the driver to handle a handheld device. Another option is to record footage of the driver and the car before or after the driving experience, rather than during the actual drive. In conclusion, this kind of driving has become a popular trend among drivers in Europe, but it can be dangerous, illegal, and violate privacy rights. It is important for drivers to prioritize safety and follow traffic laws while on the road, rather than prioritizing capturing exciting footage for social media. By using alternative methods to share their driving experiences, drivers can avoid legal consequences and protect their safety and the safety of others on the road.